Welcome back. More than 100 Florida Highway Patrol troopers monitor the roads of the Suncoast and 8 surrounding counties.
Now, Florida Highway Patrol says it's facing a shortage of troopers, which can delay how quickly they can respond to crashes. ABC 7's Erica Jackson joins us now live from Fruitville Road with what you can do to help expedite that process. Erica.
Good evening. Florida Highway Patrol says troopers only patrol 1 or 2 counties at a time in order to keep response times short. But those response times are increasing due to a shortage of troopers.
There's sort of two feelings. Is like, one, you're grateful, but the other thing is I wish they would have got there faster.
15 minutes felt more like 30 for John Swift at the time of his motorcycle crash.
I guess when you're in pain that you always hope that they get there quicker.
Swift says he was riding along Fruitville Road when a car pulled out in front of him, causing him to lose control and fall off his bike. Florida Highway Patrol prioritizes calls from drivers like Swift, especially when a person is injured.
So you're in a car crash, you're glad that the police are there and the fire department's there to help you.
But getting to the scene in a timely manner is becoming a challenge for Florida Highway Patrol. FHP is down 200 troopers in the state, and the Troop F task force patrolling the Skyway Bridge down to Alligator Alley is down 44 troopers. One contributing factor could be FHP's less than competitive pay, starting at $34,000 per year, the same wage since 2005.
You get a call and it's a serious injury, road blockage, we will get there as safely and quickly as possible.
Trooper Ken Watson says FHP hopes to arrive at crash sites within 30 minutes, but that time can increase up to 4 hours during busy weekends and inclement weather for drivers involved in a minor crash.
Our primary focus is making sure that we do not have secondary crashes because we still have blockage within a roadway.
They just made sure that the fire department was there and they just blocked off the street, I guess.
Drivers can help with the investigation before law enforcement arrives by getting contact information for several witnesses and getting the best use out of smartphones.
Take those photos of not only the vehicle, but also the roadway, and if there's any tire marks within the roadway or debris that may have been left.
Florida Highway Patrol hopes to fill those gaps by adding new troopers to the task force. It's hosting a recruiting event on Sunday at Lecom Park from noon to 2 p.m. Reporting live on Fruitville Road in Sarasota, I'm Erica Jackson. Scott and Haley, back to you.
All right, Erica, thank you. Several more prostitution arrests made in Sarasota this week. Police arresting 5 men on Wednesday. 3 of them are from Sarasota. Police say the men tried to solicit an undercover officer who was posing as a prostitute. The operation taking place along North Tamiami Trail. 2 other men were also arrested. All of them are charged with solicitation of prostitution.
A brief scare today at the site of the worst mass shooting in modern U.S. history. Firefighters and police were called to the Pulse nightclub in Orlando this morning after a suspicious suitcase was found outside. The area was closed off and traffic was diverted as firefighters investigated. They opened up the suitcase and found nothing threatening inside. Officials sounded the all clear a short time later. The scare comes 10 days before the 1-year anniversary of the mass shooting at that club.
I'm sure because of the upcoming, date of the Pulse, it's a heightened state of awareness. But we take everything seriously, so whenever we get a call of a suspicious package, we come out and our arson guys, our bomb guys, check it out.
The 1-year anniversary of the Pulse shooting is June 12th. The club is planning multiple commemorative events.
Police in one Florida county may soon use aerial surveillance to better investigate crimes. The Miami-Dade Police Department is looking into using planes that are capable of photographing everyone outside for 32 square miles to fly above high crime neighborhoods. The footage will allow police to see what happened, similar to a digital video recorder. The mayor's administration is asking Miami-Dade County for retroactive approval of federal money that could total $1.2 million for testing this system. Police say they did not have time to request the grant's approval before the application deadline.
And now for a check on our forecast. A very rainy afternoon, but it has since cleared up, and hopefully we're leading to a nice weekend, Bob.
Yeah, it looks as though we will see the clouds around with scattered showers and storms, mainly over the weekend. More on that in a bit, but right now we have just a little bit of a glimmer of sunshine there off in the distance, but all in all, some mid to high level clouds around. And currently we have cloudy skies at the airport, 80 degrees, so things have cooled down a little bit. We have a west wind at 6, and the pressure is actually coming up a little bit, 30.01 inches. And that dew point temperature at 67. Boy, some heavy rain anywhere from 1 to 3 o'clock this afternoon. Most of the rain is now over, as it is pushed off to the east. But near Lakewood Ranch is the bullseye there for the heaviest rainfall, up to over 2 inches of rain between State Road 70 and University Parkway. Looks like, as I said, most of the heavy rain over now, but some light rain still kind of hanging around over places, but most areas staying dry right now. More on the weekend weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. A Suncoast congressman is expressing concerns about hurricane season starting without appointed leaders for 2 major federal agencies. Leadership positions at the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are still vacant under President Trump. In a statement, Congressman Vern Buchanan writes, the Trump administration needs to get their NOAA and FEMA chiefs on the job quickly because we don't know when the next big storm is going to hit. President Trump has appointed Brock Long to take over as FEMA's director, which is expected to be approved soon. Local emergency management leaders say they're confident the interim directors are more than capable of maintaining the level of service set by previous FEMA director Craig Fugate.
Right now is the perfect time to gear up for hurricane season. Many of the supplies you will need are tax-free this weekend. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is joining us live from Lowe's on Fruitville Road with the details on this sales tax holiday. Jess.
Good evening, Haley. The disaster preparedness sales tax holiday, it's underway. So now through midnight on Sunday, you can save a few bucks when you purchase things like batteries, flashlights, candles, coolers, and generators. But there are a few restrictions.
When Anthony Valentino walked into Lowe's Friday afternoon, he didn't know anything about the sales tax holiday.
I think it's a great idea.
With his hurricane preparedness checklist in the back of his mind, Valentino left with his hands full.
I thought about a backup generator, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet. So flashlights, batteries, water, little propane tanks for cooking.
Now through Sunday, you can get everything from first aid kits to radios without paying a dime in tax. But only certain products qualify. You can get flashlights, lanterns, and candles for less than $20. Batteries for less than $30, tarps, radios, and bungee cords that don't cost more than $50, and generators for less than $750. Lowe's is making it easy for you to determine what items qualify. When you walk through the front doors, you run straight into the disaster preparedness supplies.
We've got a couple of them strategically placed throughout the store, in the middle of the store, where customers can see and take advantage of that same thing. And then the products throughout the store, we have them labeled as a tax-free through the 4th of June, so that our customers, if they're shopping in the aisles, they'll notice something like that.
The staff at Lowe's is warning shoppers, get your supplies now, because once a hurricane hits, it may be too late.
When it's too late, you can't special order the products you would need to cover your windows. You're not in a position where you're picking up the generator that's the right one for your home.
The first things to go once a hurricane hits, plywood, tarps, and batteries.
Now, this sales tax relief isn't just at Lowe's. It's at most stores across the Suncoast who carry these products. There is an exception. You cannot get the products at theme parks or airports. Now, we have a full list of what qualifies and what you can get at what prices on our website, mysuncoast.com. Live in Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Jess, thank you so much. And today you also have a good excuse to indulge in a donut. This is National Donut Day. It was started by the Salvation Army back in 1938 to raise money and bring awareness to the nonprofit service programs. The needy were actually fed by a treat known as donut lassies. Today, obviously, the fried dough is a popular treat everywhere. One new donut shop in downtown Sarasota had a line out the door this morning. Owners and customers at 50 Donut Company agree today is about more than just indulging in your sweet tooth.
From us as a mother, it helps me to give back to the community, and we're so happy to share a portion of our proceeds to do that today.
It's nice that people are showing the support and also getting something delicious at the same time.
We'll definitely be leaving with more than we came in expecting to just get one.
Also offering donut specials today, Krispy Kreme, you can get one free donut of your choice, and Dunkin' Donuts, well, you can get a free classic donut with the purchase of a drink. So why not? Today.
Once a year. I mean, you could have it more than once a year, obviously, but especially once a year. And I like that this was a good cause for the new donut shop. So they're doing great. I heard their donuts are incredible.
Yes, they are. I know firsthand.
Lots of calories.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, a tearful yet defiant Kathy Griffin.
I make mistakes. I'm an out there comedian. I'm an in-your-face comedian.
What else the comedian had to say about how her life has changed since making a photo of herself holding a mask that looked like President Trump's severed head. The fallout next.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand, with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received J.D. Power Awards for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Comedian Kathy Griffin says she regrets making a photo of herself holding a mask that looked like President Trump's bloody severed head, but she is not going to stop criticizing the president or fighting for others to do so.
The image outraged President Trump, his family, and many others earlier this week. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has more.
Kathy Griffin in tears and defiant following the backlash from these images. The comedian holding the likeness of President Donald Trump's severed head.
I made a horrible, horrible mistake, and I made a horrible call.
Griffin standing by her earlier apology.
I went way too far.
Explaining the bloody image was meant to be a parody of his 2015 statement to CNN from then candidate Trump.
You know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes. Blood coming out of her wherever.
She basically exercised her First Amendment rights.
But many on both sides of the aisle saw it differently.
It's never funny to joke about violence.
President Trump tweeted, "My children, especially my 11-year-old son Barron, are having a hard time with this. Sick." His son Donald Jr. called on CNN to terminate their contract with Griffin, which the network later did.
A sitting president of the United States and his grown children and the First Lady are I feel personally, trying to ruin my life.
The response didn't end there. An endorsement deal was canceled and several of her stand-up performances called off. Griffin says she's now under Secret Service investigation and getting death threats.
It's hurtful to me.
It's hurtful.
Yeah.
It's censorship is what it is.
I am going to make fun of the president. And you know what? I'm going to make fun of him more now.
A Republican Party spokesperson calls Griffin's latest statements a desperate attempt to change the conversation. Meanwhile, several other comedians, including Jamie Foxx and Jim Carrey, are standing behind Griffin. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now the Suncoast Traffic Watch. There is an accident near Ruskin. This is in the southbound lanes of I-75 at the College Avenue exit, so you want to avoid that area. Be careful. Now we're going to head over to Bob.
Yeah, here's the weather headlines as they read for us this weekend. Increasing clouds will be around and elevated rain chances, too, coming our way throughout the next couple of days, all the way through next week. So that's great news on the fire front. You know, we've had a very tough fire season thus far. It's not over, as we heard earlier from Christopher Brantley, but there is still a good chance for showers and storms and cloud cover. Even the higher humidity helps out, too. If fires were to start, the fires will not spread as easily or rapidly as they could be if it was dry air around. Tropical moisture comes in from this system down to our south. Eventually, it moves through the Gulf of Mexico. The good news is it's not going to develop into anything, and it looks like it will eventually dissipate as far as a closed low over the central Gulf of Mexico. But the moisture plume associated with the remnants of this tropical storm that was yesterday now is just a tropical depression moving off toward the northeast, and looks as though it has a real good chance of bringing us some increased rain chances next week. Right now, that heavy rain that was around earlier is now since moved on. Some light rain starting to build up in places in southeast Manatee County and down south near Venice, but really in Manatee County and near the coast, all is fairly quiet right now and should stay that way through this evening. So if you have a plan this evening, walk, a little bit of a jog, shouldn't be too much of a problem. If you see anything at all, it will be light in nature as far as the rainfall goes, as the heaviest weather is well east of our viewing area. Well, the satellite and radar combination showing a couple of systems now, some instability in the atmosphere down to the west of us, and also with that tropical plume coming up our way, we have a real good chance of all these kind of coming together, especially by midweek next week. And as far as our current temperatures go, all in the upper 70s to low 80s. The high today a few degrees below the average at 85 degrees. The reason being because of the clouds and rain we had around the midday. 72 was the morning low, our normal low at 71, the record at 58. And finally, some rainfall again at the airport. Nearly a ½ inch of rain reported there. And for the month, we're above average. We ended May on a very wet note, well above average for the month of May, but still 5 inches below average for the year. Well, the hourly forecast tomorrow calling for clouds, definitely some clouds. There'll be some peaks of the sun now and again, but a chance for scattered showers. It's not going to be a widespread rainfall event for a long duration, but we'll see a few scattered showers around. There could even be a few coastal showers in the late morning, early afternoon like we saw today, but the focus with a west to southwest wind flow will be inland interior storms pushing off toward the east coast. Tonight, all that bad weather over there may generate a few showers late tonight at 11 o'clock, so we could see some action come in late tonight and into the early morning hours, but shouldn't be too severe or any strong weather. And then here's 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. You'll notice that line, that's the sea breeze developing and then pushing on into the interior portion of the state for the most part, and then coming back late in the evening. Sunday morning, a chance for a few coastal showers in the morning, and then the main focus again in the afternoon and evening as it pushes off toward the east. Now, as far as the forecast goes, it's going to check in like this for boaters. Winds not too bad out there. Winds out of the southeast, switching to the southwest in the afternoon. 5 to 10, light chop, and the water temperature 85 degrees, starting to warm up. UV index lower because of the clouds around. Tides upcoming 8:19 and sunset at 8:21. Mostly cloudy, a few showers, mainly inland, and 72 for your low. And then for tomorrow, look for variable clouds, 50% chance for scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. A high near 86, so slightly below average. And then the extended forecast calls for we're going to see a better chance for rain, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week at 70 to 60% chances there. So things are looking to be pretty wet. Now, didn't get a chance to go fishing because a little bit of a problem there with the weather. On top of that, hurricanes got in the way. Hurricane special. Beach fishing adventures. This is a nice snook. They're still being caught out there. Coach Steve telling us that Dale caught this nice looking snook right there. They have to release them all, obviously. Look at that. That's Bill Musgrave. Those two guys are from the Lakewood Ranch Fish Club, and I've spoken to them before. Steve had a chance to talk to them too, kind of giving them some tips on how to fish and catch fish. This one I misspoke last night and said it was a snapper. I couldn't see it that well, but it's a red grouper. It's a big one at that. And that's some Show Me the Fish charters. Larry McGuire always sending those in. And Shelly and Susie, look at this, some lane snappers, and those are really quite good. You can keep those. That's from Captain Larry McGuire. They're well offshore in 100 feet of water, so that's out there in the lane. 87th annual Sarasota Tarpon Tournament is on. It has been on for the last 3 weeks, and here are the weekly winners thus far. There's an overall winner, too. Tom is taking the lead. He was the first week at 39.5 inches on the girth, and Eric in the second week, and then Brian Wright the third week. And Stephanie and David Sugar. We all know David Sugar, Dr. Sugar. They have a his and her category, and they're winning right now at 62.25. So doing pretty good there. Congratulations to all the winners thus far.
Dr. Sugar's pretty good at that, I guess.
Yeah, he likes it, yeah.
All right.
Skilled surgeon, skilled angler,
That's right.
multi-talented.
Thank you, Bob. Some very positive economic news to share. The U.S. unemployment rate falling to a 16-year low. The economy adding 138,000 jobs last month. The unemployment rate dropping to 4.3% in May. Americans are earning more as well as wages continue to pick up. Hourly earnings rose 2.5% during the past 12 months. The job numbers likely clear the path for the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates later this month.
If you own a hog, you may need to take it back to the shop. Harley-Davidson is recalling around 56,000 motorcycles in the U.S. The company says an oil line can come loose, spewing oil into the path of the rear tire. The problem is blamed for 2 crashes and 1 minor injury. The recall covers multiple 2017 models built from July 2nd, 2016 through May 9th of this year. So go get that checked out.
You don't want to lose traction.
You do not. Yeah. Not on your very valuable Harley. Yeah. Entertainment news is next.
Stay with us.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest to support your head, neck, and shoulders, bedside power plugs, under bed night lights, and more. So call and price one today for less. Up to 50% less than Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-774-8103. That's 1-800-774-8103. Call now.
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's at FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
I am powerful beyond my wildest imagination.
I will define my future.
I will keep challenging myself to improve.
Because I am a future leader of this great nation.
I will make a difference in my community.
I will not settle for simply chasing my dreams. I will achieve them.
Because I was given a chance.
An opportunity.
At Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America.
The ultimate leadership experience.
Join us. We'll build a new future together.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Tiger Woods has been in the headlines. We'll ask our forensic science legal expert about driving and prescription drugs. Plus henna artist, ask Dr. Jenny and Tsunami Sushi in the kitchen.
Monday at 4 on Suncoast View.
Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter says that he will attend the funeral of musician Gregg Allman.
A private memorial will be held tomorrow in Macon, Georgia, where the Allman Brothers Band first became famous. Allman will be buried near his late brother, founding Allman Brothers guitarist Duane Allman, and late bandmate Barry Oakley. Carter said in a statement that he and his wife were deeply saddened by Allman's death. Former president says the Allman Brothers Band helped his 1976 presidential campaign.
The first trailer has dropped for the new take on the classic Murder on the Orient Express. The cast includes Daisy Ridley from Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Penelope Cruz, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Leslie Odom from Broadway's Hamilton. The train pulls into theaters in November.
Wonder Woman is off to a great start at the box office. Warner Brothers says the superhero pick drew an estimated $11 million from last night's pre-shows. Analysts expect the film to bring in more than $90 million across the weekend. Wonder Woman's haul is comparable to Guardians of the Galaxy, which brought in $11.2 million during its pre-shows. I'm hoping to see Wonder Woman this weekend.
Looks
If I can
good.
get a ticket, yeah.
I've heard that there's more to it. There's maybe more of a storyline. There's kind of more
It's not
to
all
it.
the action
Yes.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. We'll be right back with more news.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our Finish Upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.